Hello and welcome to my channel on human design. Today I thought I'd talk about or share my thoughts with you about AI. AI and human design. There's been a lot of talk about warnings about what's coming and the fact that the intelligence, the AI intelligence, is now more intelligent than all humans put together. Well, let's look at human design. Let's look at who human design came through. Human design came through a manifester, the incarnation cross of the clarion, to let us know that something was coming, to let us know that the door was closing. Ra often referred to himself as a door closer. And we know there are many things that are going to end in the cycle, inner truth being one of them. People are not going to be interested in the mysteries as such in the way that they are now. I want you to think about the manifester not wanting to be controlled by anything. So Ra was the conduit in order to bring this human design to the humans. The whole point was to free us. The whole point with us was to show us that we do have a design and that we're here to live it. And this is what it's involved in your design. I mean, it's wonderful. But now you have AI coming in and actually writing scripts. The Hollywood script writers are up in arms because GPT or whatever it is will be taking over their own writing services. I mean, you're going to get a computer to write scripts for movies, a computer to write poetry, a computer that may have all the different texts from all the poets and all the writers in its memory, but still has no capacity to feel, that will never really know love in the way that a human being can, that will make decisions based on we don't know what parameters, depending on who's programming them. So to me, it seems to be a time when we are facing a choice, and it's really a choice to be human and to be free and to know who we are and to live out our lives in a natural way, or to move over into something that is more symbiotic, where the technology and the human merge together in some way. And I got to tell you, I don't think Ra would have liked any of that. And I certainly don't. I mean, I'm the right angle cross of the laws. I am with the 63rd gate in the open head. I am skeptical, and I don't like control myself. And so the idea of having more and more interference from something that is not human, I think, is a danger. So as an example, I mean, artificial intelligence can be used for good or bad. I mean, it's a technology, but we have to be very careful, I think. Already yesterday, for example, I had a message from a friend on Telegram, and it turns out it wasn't the friend. It was AI sending me a code, and then this text asking me to tell them the code, when the code had already said do not share with anyone. And I thought, this is a bit weird. I said, how do I know you're not AI? Can you answer me this question? And I asked it a question. I asked the texting bot or whatever it was to answer a question that only that person would know. And then they destroyed the whole account and left a nasty comment. And I thought, what? That's weird. So I rang my friend and they said they've been hacked, and that under their account, things are going out to all kinds of friends that they have no control over. That gives you some idea. Now it's come into social media. All kinds of things are going on. And for me, that's really about, we need to draw the lines between how we want to live and how we want to communicate with our friends, without being dictated to, without being interfered with. Ra would have hated the interference and the control that AI is being put out onto everyone. So that's my view. My view is we need to be cautious. I'm completely open for the positive sides of AI, but I am concerned. I mean, think about how do you destroy humanity as quickly as possible, apart from blowing them up or poisoning them? And one way would be to take away the generator's usefulness. The generators want to be useful. They want to use their life energy in a way that builds something, from them, they want to get involved with. The energy is there to do. But no, you can't do that. A computer's doing that now. An Android is doing that now. That's not needed anymore. Well, okay, I suppose I could write. No, we'll be doing your writing as well. I think it takes away a lot of the ability of human beings to develop and grow into having a rich life in themselves. For example, in the writing of poetry or the writing of novels or whatever, it is the invocative language that comes as the person expresses some experience they've had, which then elicits a response in the reader. But they're processing in that. Is this the right word? Is this the right stream of words? If you get a computer to just put it out in a standard way, you can't possibly have a meaningful, open connection. That's my view. I mean, do you want to read poetry from a computer or from someone who's trying to share an experience they've had that's moved them very deeply? Seems pretty clear to me. Ra was very much in favor of new tech, but AI is something more than that. And I don't think he would have liked it, and I am very suspicious of it. And another thing about AI, artificial intelligence, people finding their own intelligence is what human design is about. What is it that you can trust, what you can rely on? How can you live a life according to who you are to bring everything that you are as a human being? And the idea of having an artificial intelligence, which doesn't seem to be here just to help us, but also to put us into parameters where it will take over. So I'm concerned about the control side, but also the artificial side. Do we need artificial intelligence? Do we need artificial food? Do we need an artificial metaverse to meet in? And there seems to be this trend with AI and everything that comes from it that is moving us more and more into having our iPhones as part of our life. The computers are now part of so many people's lives. And my concern is that we are going to lose the life. We are going to become more and more detached from what the natural life is. I'm of a generation where I can still remember a time before television, before the internet, before all this takeover, because that's what it feels like to me. In terms of human design and analytical readings, it's a bit like, the advanced report that I did. It has all the components in there of your chart, written in a very poetic and deep way, but it's components. During an analysis, it's the interrelationship between the components and the life forces, and taking in everything into account. And if I can think of an AI computer doing that, you just wouldn't get it. Occasionally there are jumps that you need to take that you've never thought before, and certainly that has never been said before, in order to get to the particular specific truth that you're working with the client. So I can't see that would be of any benefit. And the movement so far in the world has been to make us more stupid, to take away some of the splendid words in the English language and to dumb everything down. So my view is, let's go the other way. My view is, let's see how we can express ourselves as natural human beings. And in that sense, we come to find ourselves, but also to find ourselves in communion with other people, to meet another person who is awake to their design, who is awake to their potentiality, who is learning as they go, using human design as a tool. Human design never dictates to you what you must do. Shows you the parameters, and from the parameters you get to understand yourself, and you know how to make correct decisions, and away you go. You get to see it all come to life. But artificial intelligence, yep, I'm like this about it. And the government and the corporations, the private-public collaboration, from what I've seen so far, has not been a good move for humanity. And AI is coming out of that. So yeah, don't like the sound of it. But I'm really open to your views. So I'd very much like to hear what you think about AI. And if you agree with me or disagree with me, I'd like to hear it. What are your thoughts? Please do share in the comments below. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And if you did, please like and share and subscribe. That would be very good. And I'll be back very soon with something completely different. Bye for now.